Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Angel here at Redcornoutdoors. So, just got done finishing up a 3D print that might be something that a lot of you guys may be interested in. And it's something that I actually had brought up on one of my initial videos when we were reviewing the Pinty Buster. I had brought it up and just kind of been busy, so I kind of lost focus on that for the moment. But Jerry over there at JW Air Guns, he's got a YouTube channel. Check him out. He's got a couple videos on there. Pay him a quick visit, see what he's got going on. But yeah, he had reached out to me. Not only is he a subscriber to the channel as well, he's also a customer as well. So I appreciate that, Jerry. Thank you very much. But he had asked me about building a tool for it, which at this point I hadn't given it much thought. So I said, yeah, you know what? Let me look into it. And this was a couple days ago. I don't know, it might have been Thursday. Here it is, Saturday, the 17th, and I said, you know what? Let me check this thing out. Because I'm, looking at the Buster. So, and basically what it is, and you guys are all familiar with the Pinty rifles when it comes down to the Timber, the Thumper, the Striker, the Buster. They all share that same fill probe mechanism. You got to pull it out, fill it up. Which on all those rifles, it's not an issue except for the Buster, as far as the fill probe with the moderator issue. The issue you do run into with all these platforms is if you ever have to service it, and I guess this is a problem he ran into, he wasn't able to find a socket small enough, because it's a 24mm socket, guys, but not find one small enough of a thin wall to get in there to remove it. So you'd ask, hey, do you think you could 3D print something? And I was like, yeah, I don't see why not. It should, should be fine. Typically when you're going to do something like that, obviously, number one, you got to degas your gun. So eliminate all the pressure out of your gun. And in a lot of cases, a lot of those can come out by hand. And unfortunately, there's just really no way to grab this thing. So what I did, I designed in 3D print this little knurled cap. It's got a recessed face in there that pretty much mirrors one of these. You see that? Now I'm able to, I can get it in there and I can break that loose. Obviously I can't do it on this gun because it's under pressure right now, but it actually will fit in there and allow you to remove your manometer. Once you can remove your manometer, if you got to replace that seal, now it's serviceable. So that was what he was looking for. Awesome. I took it one step further, guys, and we're going to go ahead and move Mr. Thumper out of the way. So I had mentioned on my Pinty Buster that obviously everyone that's got one, you got to take your moderator off, pull that out, put your fill probe in, and you can fill it up, which is not a super big deal or a super inconvenience, but being that I have the tools to make something that's going to be a little easier for me, I said, heck yeah, baby, I'm going to knock this out. So what I ended up doing, I used the very tool that I designed to go ahead and get in there. As you can see, the tolerances are very tight. You don't have a whole lot of room, same thing as that one. I was able to get in there, remove my manometer, remove the spring-loaded cap, the cap or the cover and the spring. I designed and 3D printed my own cap, which has got a little slot. You can see right there, it's got a little slot in there. It's on both sides. And that made it possible where I can turn it now, and you see, now I got my exposed fill probe hole. When it's not being used, simply spin it and it's covered, keep debris out of there. Now I'm able to get my fill probe, put it in here, fill up my pistol, and not have to take this off every time. It can stay on there. So let me know what you guys think about that. It was something that it needed to be done for me. This tool was a result of that. Jerry needed the tool, so I made him a tool. I needed the tool, and I needed to go ahead and make me a cap that I can twist instead of having to pull it off every time. It just makes my life a little easier. I can either leave it in there. Now I can go tethered, be suppressed, and be tethered if I want to. This is why, if I'm doing some pellet testing and I'm running through a bunch of pellets, that's going to make it a heck of a lot easier for me to go ahead and do my testing to see, what kind of results we're going to get downrange with particular pellets. You know, prior to that, I couldn't do it. And being that I do a lot of my shooting here in the backyard, those of you guys that have a buster know how loud it is when it's not suppressed. So that was a big plus for me. Now I can go ahead and, like I said, run her tethered, shoot all day, you know, if I want to, without having to worry about refilling. So yeah, I do wanted to share that with you guys. I did want to share that with you guys. Like I said, some of you guys may be interested in this. As of right now, I've only made one other one, which I've already sent, or it's going to be sent out to Jerry, and pretty much. And we're going to get that out to you, Jerry. I appreciate you, you know, getting in contact with me, and we got the ball rolling on this. But yeah, those of you guys that are interested, my plan is to probably, I'm going to let this sit overnight now that it's, you know, filled back up. Make sure we don't leak down. As long as that's all good, then what I'll do is I'm going to list this on my eBay store. And if you guys are interested, I will list this as well. I'll probably do maybe a combo on these. But I will advise here in advance, guys, if you're not savvy enough to go ahead and work on one of these, you know, again, these are under extreme pressure that is very dangerous, guys. So I do not advise this to anybody at all to do it. And if it's something that you are capable of doing or trained on doing, then so be it. You're probably going to be fine, or you will be fine with it. But if not, I would suggest take it to a trained professional, a gunsmith, and let them go ahead and perform any work on there. Number one thing, anytime you do work on your gun, you want to go ahead and degas that thing. This way you're safe and it's not under pressure, as well as it being unloaded, guys. So I do want to express that and share that, you know, right now, so you guys know. Yeah, you got to be careful with these things because they are under a lot of pressure. So anyway, guys, if you're interested, I'm going to be working on this over the next day or two. Probably ain't going to be listening until middle of the week. Just want to see what kind of response I get first, and we'll go from there. If you are interested, or if you got any questions, comments, go ahead and put them down below, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get in the house because I'm freezing my ass off out here. I can barely feel my fingers. It's about 25 degrees, and it's probably going to be snowing here in about another hour or two. So I'm going to get out, get inside, get some hot chocolate, and relax. Catch you guys on the next one. I'm out.